Welcome to the First Five, where we flip the script, find God in real life, and get your soul fed in just 5 minutes flat. No fluff, no filters, just straight truth that hits different. And trust me, heaven's got something to say today. This is word that walks with you to work, rides with you in traffic, and sits right in the middle of your living room chaos. So whether you're sipping coffee, scrolling before the kids wake up, or just trying to get your mind right for the day, lock in. 5 minutes, one word, all fire. Let's flow. Good morning, family. It's Testimony Tuesday, and here's your reminder. God's approval outweighs every like, follow, and shout out the world can give. So let's get into it. This is your first five. 5 minutes, one word, let's flow. So listen, if you've ever watched Game of Thrones, you knew everybody was out here talking about some bend the knee, okay? 1 minute they were loyal to House Stark, the next they're pledging to Daenerys with their whole chest. Everyone wanted to be on the winning side, like it was a whole thing, okay? They were switching allegiances like Wi-Fi networks, whoever has the strongest signal at the moment. Okay, just bloody chaos. And that's how some of us treat faith. When life is good, we wave our church flags high. But when the crowd shifts or our faith gets tested, we're quiet like we don't know the king. Jesus says in Luke 6:26, "Woe to you when everyone speaks well of you." Translation, if your goal is to win crowns from people, you'll miss the kingdom from God. Teens, like switching teams every season just to be with the winners. Where's the loyalty? Okay? Like millennials, like changing your opinions to match whatever's trending on social media. Ugh. Elders, like your grandma used to say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So I titled today's message, Bend the Knee. Jesus is preaching the Sermon on the Plain here, flipping culture's values. He warns that seeking constant approval leads to spiritual compromise. Ugh. Faith requires courage to stand alone when truth is unpopular. Prophets weren't praised by the crowd because truth makes people uncomfortable. We live in a world that idolizes influence, followers, and public image, but kingdom discipleship calls us to bend the knee to Christ, not culture. So let's talk truth. The applause trap. In John 12:43, Jesus exposes a subtle danger. They love the praise of men more than the praise of God. The people heard the truth but feared rejection. Jesus teaches that seeking human approval blinds us to divine affirmation. If you bend the knee to likes, you'll bow to pressure. The crowd will clap for you one day and cancel you the next. It's like trying to keep your crown by pleasing every lord in Westeros. You'll end up betraying the king who actually saved you. God's well done is worth more than 1,000,000 good jobs. Remember Saul? He lost his kingdom because he feared the people in 1 Samuel 15:24. Fear of man will always shrink your faith. Ugh. My second point, bow to the right king. In a world obsessed with image, influence, and metrics, Jesus calls us to a different allegiance. He says, I have come as light into the world, that whoever believes in me should not remain in darkness. Light exposes what's fake and illuminates what's real. Culture says, protect your brand. Christ says, carry your cross. Think of Daniel refusing to bow to Babylon's golden statue. His loyalty wasn't to the empire, but to eternity. True followers don't need spotlights when they already walk in the light. Every era builds its idols, celebrity, success, social approval. Bowing to them dims your witness. Standing firm reveals the kingdom's glow in a dark world. Ooh, that's good. And lastly, every generation has to choose its allegiance. Faith is not inherited. I know some of y'all think it is, okay? It's practice. Every generation must decide whether to follow the crowd or the cross. Teens, don't let peer pressure make you bow for acceptance. Your faith is the real flex. Millennials, don't trade purpose for popularity. Your calling is worth more than clout. Elders, your steady faith is proof that conviction outlasts culture. Your consistency is the sermon we're still learning from. Amen. Ooh, amen. Who really sits on the throne of your heart? Christ the King or the crowd's approval? Because whoever you crown will control your courage. And where this week do you need to stop seeking likes and start living loyal? And what would change if you bent the knee to purpose instead of pressure? And our prayer for today, Lord, thank you for reminding me that following you isn't about being liked. It's about being loyal. Give me the boldness to bend the knee to your will, even when the world bows to idols of status and approval. Amen. Before you post or speak this week, pause and ask, am I doing this for the kingdom or for the crowd? Well, there you have it. That was your first 5. Now go live it. 5 minutes, 1 word, all fire. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, bend the knee to the king, not the crowd. I'll see you back here in the morning.